This is Your Financial Wealth with Jonathan Slack, where I show you how to obtain true financial wealth utilizing the personal and business credit systems. Hello, my name is Jonathan Slack, known to most by Malibu Slim, and I want to talk to you about finance. Now, this is something that is a lifelong journey for everybody, and it's not a quick fix. I'm not going to tell you something that's a quick fix. And also, I'm not going to tell you anything that I have not or I am not currently applying right now to my life. So everything I tell you, I'm actually doing it. And if I can remember what I'm telling you, I'll let you know I just did this last week or last month or this year. So it's a journey. So we're going to have a series of videos because I can't give you all the information at once. It's a lot of information, and some of this stuff I'm going to read to you because I want to give it to you exactly as it is in the book, but then I'll explain it to you. So first off, I want to talk about, even though personal credit is very important, there's so many places that we can go with this, but I'm going to start off with corporate credit because, believe it or not, it's much simpler to set up a corporation and to get money from it than it is to do your personal credit in a lot of instances. A lot of instances because some people have a lot of things they have to take care of with their credit, and the letter system is pretty much how you take care of it, and that takes 30, 45 days, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, right? So with a corporation, you have shelf corporations, like corporations that are aged, like aged paper, the articles of incorporation. The corporation's been around for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. The older the corporation, the higher the credit limits you can obtain on that corporation if you set it up correctly. But let me just start from the beginning. Let's just say we are regular people who are going to work every day, kind of got a little $300 credit card here, messed it up. You got a Target card or, one of these, store cards where, Macy's, you get little cards, and then you max it out like Christmas time, right? You got a card for $1,500, you spend $1,400 on the card, and then your credit score goes down, and you wonder why. Well, everything you put on your credit report is going to affect your credit report. The credit history, the length of the time that you've had the account, that accounts for the largest portion, 35% of your credit score. You could have an account that's 6 years old and it's only $300, but it'll give you points because of the time. But if you remove that card, which some of you have experienced this, when you remove that card, your score goes down. But let me just start with the corporation. When I speak of setting up a corporation, I'm speaking of setting up a corporation in order to obtain credit. You're going to get corporate credit. Let's just say you're totally starting from scratch. And this corporation is something that isn't even created yet. So the first thing you're going to do is check to make sure that the name is available. So say if you came up with a name, I'm going to call it T-Money or T&M Corporation, and you want to name it something vague. You want to be favorable to the lenders. So you want to, you name it TM Corp, say maybe an LLC. We'll get into another video about the difference between an LLC and a C Corp, or you could look in my learning category and you can see the difference between an LLC and a C Corp. But let's just say we set up an LLC and you're 100% owner. Okay, now you call it TM Corp. So you go to the Secretary of State in your city, in your state, whatever it is. If it's California, it's sos.ca.gov. Okay, and you go there and you do a name search and you find out if TM Corp is available. So if the name is available, you go ahead and file. I think it's $150. You go ahead and file and you secure the name and you obtain the articles of incorporation. But you'll also need the certificate of good standing from the Secretary of State. So you go ahead and go on the site and you find the certificate of good standing, and now you have the articles and the certificate. Now you need the EIN number. Okay, now the EIN number, you go to irs.gov and you obtain the EIN number. Now the thing is, with these 3 documents, we need to have congruency. Everything, there's 4 steps to setting up a corporation. Congruency, establishing a corporation. The second stage is obtaining the vendor accounts. The third stage is obtaining the store accounts. And the fourth stage is what I call the money stage. That's where you get the cash credit cards that you can basically turn into cash. Say, for instance, if you got a card for $20,000, $10,000 or $15,000, you could cash that entire card out and you'll have $10,000 or $15,000 cash. Then, of course, you'll have to pay the monthly payment on whatever that is on the credit card.